Hi Darren, thank you for doing this pre-season interview.
No worries, mate. No worries. Good to see you after been a while, isn't it?
I know it's been over 2 months,
I
isn't it?
know,
Yeah,
I know.
it's
Where's
all
it
right.
gone?
I know it's gone really quick, and what you've been up for the last 2 months, and
Couple of holidays, just trying to relax and not think too much about football. If I'm honest, been busy cutting the grass and all sorts like that. The missus have kept me busy with. But no, it's been good, mate. It's been nice to have a bit of a break. But we've been working hard behind the scenes, as you've just seen a few of the bits that we're doing to improve the environment and stuff like that. So we've not been working, but working at the same time.
okay. What do you think of the players who have committed to the Badger United for next season?
Absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted with the business we've done so far. Some of it's been surprisingly good, if that makes sense. That we had our targets, and then some bits happened. David Knight, for example, happened within 24 hours. It happened really fast. The Kai Brown one these are just the new ones I'm talking about. 90 and Kai Brown's one that bubbled for a while over a period of time that we managed to get done. And then Clyde was on our radar back in the last season. We spoke about Clyde in depth towards the back end of last season about the possibility of bringing him in then, but it was too close to the deadline to get anything done really, and he went in at Fisher and was doing well there, so we didn't think it was right at the time. And there's another one coming Saturday that will be announced Saturday that I personally have been a massive fan of for a few years now, and I've tried to get him at previous clubs and so on, and thankful that we've managed to get him over the line here. And then the boys that have stayed, absolutely over the moon, that those have committed. We classed that as the core, along with a couple of others that we're still talking to. So we classed that as the core that we wanted to build around the foundation, and it just shows a little bit of intent of what we're aiming to achieve this year.
So how many more players do you reckon you'll be bringing in?
So there'll be between 5 and 7, I'd say. Some of them might be returning from last season. Some might be new, we're not sure yet. But there's 5 to 7 places that we're looking to fill within the squad. There's 11 done and dusted now. You'll see a few of them tonight that are all done and so on, and then we'll go again with the next phase of recruitment when pre-season starts.
Will you be looking to strengthen the defence? Because I think that was quite a little bit of a weak point sometimes, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, we're sort of done to a degree going forward, and now it's all about the targets in defence. We know what we want. We're quite strict with our recruitment policy. We're not just out there trying to sign anyone that puts up there a free agent on Twitter or anything like that. We're quite structured in how we approach it. We know the attributes we're after, we know the demographic we're after, so it's just finding them players, and we're being fairly patient with it, because we know there'll be another influx of players from players dropping down where they're trying to go higher and so on. So we're being patient. We've got a couple of offers into ones that we're very keen on, that will be joining us for the start of pre-season. We can hopefully get that done a week or so in, but we know what we want, put it that way, and we know what we're aiming for in terms of recruitment, so now we've just got to try and deliver it.
I know when you look on sort of Twitter line, you've got those sort of free agent showcase, and the amount of players out there is just absolutely colossal.
I will never get into a bidding war for a player. Never, or very rarely get into a bidding war for a player. And there's so many players out there. You don't need to. We know what we've got here. We know the resources. We know what we're after, and we're very strict with that, and we hope we can get what we're after.
What are your ambitions for pre-season?
To get the boys as fit as possible. That's the main one. Get the boys as fit as possible. It's going to be hard with the heat wave we're in to get some real hard work into them, but just to get them as fit as possible. Results in pre-season are pointless. You don't get any points for pre-season games. It doesn't give you a head start if you have a good pre-season. We just need to make sure that we're ready, and we're ready to peak for the 5th or 12th of August, depending when we start due to the FA Cup. We just need to make sure we're ready and peaking for the start of August, so we can try and start the season as best as we possibly can.
Your thoughts on the new reserve teams and potentially under 18s as well?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good for the club. We need that, and the 23s coming in allows us to have a slightly smaller first team squad. so we can get the youth going and provide a real pathway for the players to come through. So it's exciting. It's new for the club. It's not happened here for a while, so we're excited to get it going and work with those guys there and try and develop some real homegrown talent for Basildon.
Anything for the fans? Have you missed them and that? So
Missed some of them.
Yeah.
Of course we have. We missed them. We're ready to go. You've got to think now, what is it, 10 days until we're back again at Whitstable. So it's not long now. They need to know that we're working very hard to give them the best team possible, to be as competitive as we can next season. Last year it was good for the situation we was in, but we now need to try and improve, because to me, if you're not moving forward, you're going backwards. So we need to try and put steps forward into the process that we're trying to follow with the larger plans for the club, what they've got over the next few years. We need to make sure that we're still putting things right on the pitch, and that's what the staff, that's what we're trying to do.
And then what's your ambitions for the season coming ahead as well, after pre-season?
To be better than we was last year. That's the main ambition for me, is to be better than we was last year. Obviously last year, what did we finish? 15th, 14th, 15th?
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
So like middle of the bottom half. So can we be better than that? Can we finish higher than that? Can we set another new highest points total the club's ever had? Can we go and get 50 points instead of 40 this year? Can we just improve every aspect? Can we concede less goals? Can we score more goals? It's just to make those changes there that will in turn get better points and better league positions and so on. That's the main aim, is to do the divisional gains in terms of goals scored, goals against and points, and hopefully that will lead us to a better finish within the league.
I think even a decent cup run would be good for the club as well.
Love to, mate. They're a lottery though, aren't they?
Yeah.
One thing we can promise is that we'll be working out very, very hard. Is one thing I can't promise is results. That's one thing in football you can't guarantee is a result, but we can guarantee one thing, and that's that we'll be doing everything we can to put the best team possible out on the pitch for you fans, and then the club itself and the town, really, to really try and get behind and try and create something special, because there was a good feeling last year in the rapport between the fans, the players, the club, the town. The attendances started to rise. There was more and more of you singing at games, and we just want to keep that momentum going and see what we can really build, because these things can snowball into something special. Done it before where we didn't expect to achieve anything. Can we achieve greatness? So let's see if we can do it again.
Okay. Cheers, Darren.
Top man, Andrew. Lovely to see you, mate.
Yeah, nice to see you as well.
Top man.